Hi everybody, welcome back. So I wanted to do a video on all of the favorite stationery items that I'd purchased last year. I know I talk about stationery minimalism a lot and not buying, but I thought it would be interesting to share with you the things that I've enjoyed last year and what I've decided to buy. And a lot of these things were things that I've had on a wish list or I've kept in the back of my mind for a long time or I've been in the search of, and I finally got to. So I just want to jump right in. So I'm just going to get the bigger items out of the way. This big roll right here is actually still available if you're interested. I got this at the Target dollar spot. It's in their current like Valentine's Day section. It says chalkboard paper, but it's really not. It's more like a regular black paper, not construction paper where it's super fibrous, but it's just smooth enough. And I tested my silver gel pen on it and it works perfectly. It writes so smoothly. I ended up buying 2 rolls of this because my plans are to make my own black paper inserts. And so this was a very happy find, and I'm very excited to start using this. In that same section, you can still get are these place cards. I liked that it just pretty much is a journal card, and you get 30 in a pack for $1. It's got the little heart right there, but I also like that it's got hearts on the back too. So I have actually been using this in my own journal and in my daughter's journal. That's been a great find. Going back to black paper, this was a great find on AliExpress earlier in the year. This is, I believe, A6 size, and just a hardcover bound black paper journal with a bookmark. It's been hard for me to find black paper notebooks. I think since I've ordered this, there have been a few popping up in the market in several shops and in social media. And I know in Etsy, there's always been black paper inserts here and there, but in my experience, the ones that I've gotten have been, or at least the 1 or 2 that I've gotten have been very heavy cardstock. And I didn't want cardstock because that's just too thick. And making an insert out of that, you only manage so many pages. I wanted something that was just basic paper, but not actual construction paper that was just too fibrous and you can't really use your gel pens on. And this really fit the bill. It's perfect. It's kind of this thinner paper material, but very smooth, almost like sketchbooky paper. Rough enough that you get a texture, but not rough enough to ruin your pen. And this is one that I'm really excited to use as my next journal, hopefully. So that's been a great find, and I'm very excited about that. The only other notebook that I really got last year is this. I actually got 2 of these. They were on clearance from a store that was closing. I just liked the illustration. It is lined paper and very thin, and obviously the size is not one that I reach for often or ever, but I thought I'd make an exception because it was a really cute little picture and, you know, change it up, right? And then, tools. Let's go over tools. I got a few this year. This tiny little Heidi Swap attacher, or mini stapler, but I think it's called an attacher. This is great. I love that it's very small, fits in my hand very comfortably. I can put this into my journal kit, and it actually fits very well into the 1-inch acrylic drawers that I have using to store all my stationery. So I wanted something that wasn't bulky, and this has been great. I've been using this quite often. Another compact tool, this is by EK Tools. It's a mini heart punch. And what's great about these is once you unclick the lock here, then it turns into a punch, and then you can easily make it flat, and it stores perfectly into an acrylic drawer. I wanted this punch to make little hearts for shaker pockets and things like that, so that really worked out. I wanted some new scissors. I know I asked you guys for recommendations, and I went with the Westcott Titanium, the smaller pair of scissors. These are great, very straight blade, very sharp tip. It's very precise in cutting, and I actually fit these into my journal kit, and these are great. I love them. And then one last tool is the Tim Holtz Tonic Studios Perforator. This is a really fun thing. It's like this rotary blade, and I can run this over paper and perforate it. And I can make, you know, tickets and all sorts of other tear-off things. Just like a fun little detail tool to have in my journaling stash. I've had a lot of fun with that one. Stamps, I got a lot of stamps, but these are the ones that I've been reaching for the most. The habit tracker, I use this in my Hobonichi weeks planner, and it saves me time from having to draw it out every time. Got this from AliExpress. Another AliExpress find is this weather wooden stamp set. I've probably talked about this in my Instagram posts a few times. I love this. I love that it gives you such a wide variety of them, and they're also small enough where I can just kind of take the individual ones that I want to use, stick them in a little box or something, and throw it into my kit. Anything mini, right? More stamps from AliExpress. These are some of my favorites, like Red Riding Hood with the wolf, the koala, the house. The house motif has been really big with me lately. And I love ducks. I thought this one was really cute. All AliExpress. And then more AliExpress here is this person writing, and then this bird. I love birds. And then lastly, this is not from AliExpress. I believe this is from the Letter Writers Alliance, I think. It was one of those Instagram accounts that I follow, and I believe they had announced that they were closing shop. And so I kind of rushed to their site to see if I could buy something, because I know there were a few things on that site that I'd wanted, and I decided to just get one thing, and that was this By Pigeon stamp, which I thought would be really fun to add to mail, cards, just my journal. And that's been a favorite of mine. And then lastly, these are from the Michael's bargain section. I think it was like for Valentine's Day last year or something, but I've been using this a lot in my daughter's journal. So the Me and You, I liked this little letter, and then the I adore you and the bow here. My absolute favorite are this cluster of hearts that I've used so many times in my journal. So that was from Michael's. Along the lines of stamps are these Soramame inks. I think that's what you call them. There's another one too, but it's in my kit right now. But I got 3 of these. And they're these little like finger inks. I know somebody had asked me what these were when I posted it on Instagram. And they come in little sets of different colors, and there's many to choose from. And they're just beautiful. They're nice. I really like them. I like that they're small, so I can put them into my kit here that I'll show you. And they don't take up a lot of room. I've been really making an effort to try to find stationery that works for me that also doesn't take up a lot of room. And so that really fit perfectly, and I keep them in this pouch. So that one was high on my wish list last year, and I was really happy to get them. More AliExpress finds are these almost classic-y like vintage papers with the borders, and they're printed on this light cream colored paper. It's kind of textural. I like that they kind of look classic-y. And all these came in one pack. So that was a fun find. And these odd little abstract shapes with faces on them. So these come in 4 designs on a washi tape kind of material. So it's very thin when you stick it on. And the only thing to know about these is you do have to cut around them. They're not pre-cut, so you can't just like peel them off. And so I think I ended up buying like 2 packs of these, and the first pack I just kind of sat and watched TV and cut them out and put them in a tin. So they're kind of ready to go. I thought these were awfully cute. Abstract designs were kind of a thing that I was, and still am, really into. These are, have I talked about these yet? I don't remember. These little pads of vellum with different kinds of illustrations. So there are different themes. I ended up getting the, I think this is like nature themed, general nature themed. In the back there are blank pieces of vellum, probably just for layering or something, and then a variety of different illustrations in black and white and color. You get a lot in each little pad, and they're, you know, kind of handheld size. They're very small, so you can just take the whole pad or just take out a few sheets. And this one is all botanical. I thought that was a really fun find. I love clear elements in my journal. I've mentioned that many times, and that really worked out for me. Baumkuchen, I did put an order in last year, and I got this sheet of classic-y vintage, I think it's like seashells with the dark brown border. There's 2 on each sheet, and you just kind of tear it from the middle. So I have plenty of those to use for journaling. Earlier in the year, I put in an order on City Luxe, and I'm not sure if it's another wholesale site, kind of like AliExpress, but the prices were very reasonable for the things that I've been trying to find for a while. And so here I ended up knocking out quite a few things that I'd wanted for a while. 2 being these 2 rolls of washi. This, it's got like little deer on it. I love this one. And then this one too is one of my favorites. I think it's called Rain or something, but those 2 I've reached for many times this past year. These stickers, I think, are by Satelier. I can't remember. But there are different designs, and they come in the pack, and you get several sheets in the pack. But it goes into the whole abstract. These are clear shapes that I'm really into right now. And then these are like the clear ones. I don't know if you can see. So those have been great. I've used those many times throughout the year. And then these classic-y sheets. So the little girl, I ended up buying 2 sheets of these. 2 of the chair, 1 of the cat. And then these 2, the Kita washi. These are great. I've always wanted to get some of these, and they had such a great selection. In case you're not, if you don't know what these are, it's just like this flat little pack that you can fold into your journal. You get 10 sheets, I believe, of each design, 4 in each pack. These are the birds ones. And there are so many designs. They're exclusive to this though, so you won't find these designs in different rolls, which is unfortunate because some of these are really pretty. I would buy the roll. I love the abstract, colorful ones of these. But these are some of my favorites. These are kind of glossy too. And they can get really fancy in design. This is like a camping theme. breakfast theme. This I didn't get on City Luxe, but it's one of my absolute favorites. So gold foil, so pretty. It's very regal. These I'm kind of precious with, just because these are really hard to find and hard for me to get around here. More stickers. These are Marika Paz. I think that's how you pronounce it. She has an Etsy shop. She does beautiful illustrations of animals doing whimsical things. And it all started with this pin right here. This beautiful little badger fairy with his toadstool hat. And with that pin, I bought the sticker to go with it. I love this sticker. And then later in the year, I ordered a second sheet of these. So with that first order, I'd ordered one of these. And I'm almost done using it. And then this little corgi scout guy. So cute, so pretty. These larger stickers I like to use on the covers of my journal, so that's probably what they're going to be going on later. Random little item that I came across, this Faber-Castell Gelato in Elderberry, which is pretty much my favorite color. This kind of periwinkle, bluish purple color. I love this. And I use this in my journal kind of as like a wash of color. This happened to be on clearance at Michael's when I was like just digging around stuff, and that was just such a fun find. And I'm wanting to use that more and more this year because that color is very appropriate for spring. Studio Calico had a huge sale on their digital kits and prints at the end of the last year, and I ended up stocking up and printing out a lot of those kits at home, which was very wallet friendly for this year because I'm on a budget. And this isn't even a fraction of what I have in the kits because they were very reasonable. They were like $1 for a kit. So I ended up buying a lot of the journal card ones. So those were easy to print out at home. And these are just kind of like the 2x3 size, I think. And then I have the larger journal cards, and I think I got a few of the 12x12 print papers. But this is such a great resource for me to have this year because then I can always go back to it. I can always print more. So that's been a favorite. I've been using those journal cards a lot lately. Another random find, I was shopping for party supplies for my daughter's first birthday, and I was at the dollar store and I came across this kind of like table confetti, which I ended up buying to use as for like shaker pockets for my December daily and for my journal, and then I've been putting it in her journal. The stars theme really fit because I was doing like a Goodnight Moon theme and a book theme for hers, and they were just so pretty. I'm kind of being precious with this because I went back and tried to find another pack and they ran out. So but I still have plenty here, and that's just kind of been a really fun thing to use. Shaker pockets and glitter, I don't know, there's just something about that this year I really like. This was not a gift, or I mean, this was not something that I bought. It was actually a gift to me from my husband. It's my Yellow Lammy. It's something that I've always wanted. The color just really pops, and I really like it. So I'm adding that to my favorites, even though I didn't actually buy it. And then finally, my last favorite is this Deld wallet kit, which I've turned into my journal kit. And this has been pretty much my absolute favorite thing that I bought last year. This is my to-go journal, little station pretty much, and it fits everything that I would need. Very reasonably priced. I got it on Jet Pens, and yeah, pretty much my favorite thing. I talk about this all the time. I am not sponsored, but I just wanted to come on here and profess my love for this thing because it's been great. It comes with me everywhere pretty much. So that was it. Those were my 2019 stationery favorites. I hope it gave you ideas if you're looking for some new things, or if you were curious of what I actually spend my money on. So if you made it to the end of the song video, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope you are all doing so well. Happy journaling. Bye.